Let's talk about the first season of the Green Lantern Corps series in my DC Cinematic Universe. In my DCCU, instead of getting movies, the Green Lanterns get a 5-season television series, with one season releasing every other year. This way we can get every single human Green Lantern, and they all get plenty of screen time, so none of them feel robbed. And the first season covers the Green Lanterns at war with the Sinestro Corps. The pilot episode would take place on Earth, and it would cut around between all of the human Green Lanterns who have not yet been recruited. Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz, and Joe Mullen. We would get prolonged shots of their life on Earth, show why they get chosen to be Green Lanterns, a big act of will that happens just at the right time, show them be chosen by the ring, and then they take off into space, and that's the end of the pilot episode. In the second episode, we see where they were taken to space, a remote planet with thousands of other brand new Green Lantern recruits, and then they are addressed by Hal Jordan, who in my universe is much older. I'm talking like 50, maybe close to 60. It's revealed that he was chosen to be a Green Lantern way back in the 90s, and he hasn't been on Earth doing shit because space has had way more pressing issues. The Green Lantern Corps are basically space cops, and their one and only duty is to stop intergalactic crime, none of which had been committed on Earth for like 30 years. It is then revealed in a rousing speech by Hal Jordan, who is the de facto leader of the Green Lantern Corps, that the Green Lantern Corps was founded by a group known as the Guardians, and they had all just been slaughtered by an ex-Green Lantern known as Sinestro. Sinestro took a huge amount of the Green Lantern Corps with him, changed their duplicate lantern rings to yellow, and founded his own corps. And Hal Jordan apologizes because under normal circumstances, all of these recruits would be trained slowly. They'd be eased into this role, but unfortunately, these recruits were specifically recruited because the Green Lantern Corps was at war. The main cast is the freshly recruited human Green Lanterns, but they get some alien people posted with them, basically in their sort of platoon. And those characters are Arisia Rab, Sodam Yat, Soranik Natu, and a Thanagarian by the name of Rain Kral. This is the group we will follow throughout the first season, and a big mid-season reveal for this crew would be that Soranik Natu is Sinestro's daughter. The show would serve to set up a lot of the space lore of my DC Cinematic Universe, and I want the first season to feel like Band of Brothers, but with flying laser rings. We get the backstory of Hal Jordan, as he and Kilowog are like the heads of this training group. And then in the final 2 episodes, we get the Sinestro Corps starting their absolutely huge campaign, just slaughtering life across the galaxy. The Green Lanterns rally and manage to defeat the Sinestro Corps, with Sinestro himself being brought down by his daughter and his best friend, Hal Jordan. And Sinestro is imprisoned with the Indigo Tribe, a group of people found by Sinestro's old partner and the man that Hal replaced, who had unlocked the Indigo spectrum of emotional light. By putting an Indigo ring on Sinestro, it forces him to feel compassion and therefore remorse and guilt for the things that he has done. And so Sinestro is imprisoned to actually think about and learn from the crimes that he's been committing this whole time. And the stinger finale for this first season of the Green Lantern show is we cut to the planet Riot, where we see a man kneeling, the only survivor of the entire planet. He is a large, bulky, red, demonic-looking figure, and he is crying over the dead bodies of what we presume to be his family. He screams out into the sky and begins punching the ground, which is a pool of his own people's blood. He punches, and he screams, and he punches, and then you hear a ping, and there's a bright flash of red light, and when the man pulls his hand out of the pool of blood, glowing on his finger is a red lantern ring. And now Atrocitus will get his revenge against the surviving members of the Sinestro Corps.